Thank you, Oda. Now we have made our own presentation to show you guys.
All right. Basically, what got us interested in the plastic problem was four things, major things. The plastic whale in Bergen, which was filled with 30 plastic bags. I shouldn't say that for the test later, but it was filled with plastic bags, which really shocked Norway because we're known for being a clean country with lots of healthy animals, but this really shocked the nation pretty much. Plastic has become such a bad problem that it's started to get into our food and other things in our life. So basically you can go down to the water and you can see plastic, which wasn't there just 10 years ago maybe. So it's also another big problem. A couple other big issues are there's a lot more coverage in the press about plastic in other countries, and there's a lot more press about people who are coming up with ideas to stop it, like Greta Thunberg, who wouldn't be famous 10 years ago because no one really thought about it then.
Rotterdam is a part of a project called the Slurp, where students cooperate to report the amounts of plastic in the sea, but we will come back to that later. At Rotterdam, we also have something called Plastic Day, where we spend an entire day focusing on plastic in different subjects like science. Also, we recently got recycling bins all over the school. We sometimes have a pop-up thrift store. This is a good improvement, but there's still a long way to go from our goal, which is to be plastic-free.
This is what Bergen has done. Since plastic often ends up in the ocean, we have to be conscious about where we throw it and what we throw away. Recycling is extremely important to keep our city clean. In Bergen, we have one of the world's most advanced recycling systems. It carries the waste with air through pipes under the ground after you have put it in the bin. That means that the bins never are overfilled. In Norway, you can pay an extra 2 or 3 kroners, which is Norwegian valuta, when buying liquid in plastic bottles or cans. This is called pumped. And then if you recycle them, you get the extra money back. This makes more people return their cans and bottles. Our public transportation is also getting greener. We have the Bybane, a city train which runs on electricity. One of the good things is that we can drink from the sink, therefore we don't need to buy water bottles made of plastic every day.
The slurp. The slurp is probably the biggest problem connected to plastic that Rotterdam is a part of. The slurp is a machine that sucks out plastic from the water around Bergen, and it's really useful to see what kind of plastic is in our ocean, and we can therefore find out what we have to do to make less plastic get into the ocean. And by identifying it, we can see where it comes from and what problems we have to deal with. It's really useful, and students come from the school and go down to a building by the port and analyze the plastic that is washed up. Yeah, thanks to the Sluppen project that I just talked about, we also have the possibility to see underwater with a little robot, and we went down and used the robot, and we saw a lot of plastic and also a lot of bigger trash things like bicycles and even chairs. It's very frightening to see that our own little fjord here in Bergen is that littered of trash.
In February 2017, scientists in Norway found a sick whale on the coast outside of Bergen. This whale was sick, so they had no other choice than to put it down. And what they found inside the whale was shocking. It was over 30 plastic bags. The plastic bags were from different countries all over the world. And the reason this whale was sick was because when it ate plastic bags, it thought it was full, but actually it was starving. We can now see the plastic bags on the University Museum here in Bergen, in a part of this show off.
Focus on plastic. It is not the only plastic-themed project Rotterdam has done. We have had an overall focus on plastic ever since it became such a huge problem. In a lot of tasks we have handed in, plastic pollution has been the topic. We have made colleges and posters about it, worked on it in huge projects over many subjects. We have even had some whole days dedicated to plastic as well, where we, for example, have cleaned up a nearby beach.